Hey guys, here RH8. Welcome to the GTA 5 car episode today of the Jester Racecar version going against the Elegy RH8. Your nan's pussy so tight, looks like an eagle eye. So here's the thing, right? You guys are curious to see if the racecar version of the Jester is compatible against the Elegy RH8. So that's what we're going to find out today. Now, we all know the Elegy is so superior within the sports category. And, you know, Jester Racecar version is quite good as well. And we've seen previous comparisons with the race car version of the Jester, and we know it's got superior handling. But is it better over the Elegy? Yes, indeed it is. The thing about the Elegy is that it's way too prone to snap around corners, especially when you get the braking points wrong. And also the recovery rate on the Jester, if you were to make a mistake with that, is quicker than the Elegy. If you were to make a mistake with the Elegy, of course, it's quite difficult to recover, especially with the Elegy's brakes being poor. And Jester being more efficient in that sense as well. Both of these cars are actually extremely easy to drive if you just get the braking right. Of course, Elegy's braking poor, so in that sense, the handling's certainly better on the Jester for efficiency around the corner, although the Jester does an understeer quite a bit, but that's rather predictable. 0 to 60 with the Jester, 3.17 seconds. Whereas with the Elegy, it's extremely close, in fact. You guys can see right now, it's 3.22 seconds there. So we're going to see now with the top speed comparison between the two. What's interesting is that the Jester obviously has better acceleration. At the same time, it does actually in fact have better top speed over the Elegy RH8. But the question is, what makes the Elegy RH8 so superior? Well, it's mainly to do with the cornering and the braking points, right? The thing about the Elegy is that you carry so much more speed around the corners, unreal, especially when you shoot out of corners. It's a ridiculous amount of speed that you generate and you gain as well. And even though like the top speed acceleration is there, it's the short gear ratios is what makes this car so superior when shooting out of corners, right? It's so instant. Changing gears is ridiculously quick, and with that being said, it makes the car so superior around a racetrack with multiple corners. And even on certain tracks with long straights, the Elegy just dominates, because if any track that consists of corners, the Elegy will just be so much more superior than any other sports car. So we'll find out actually between the two. But the damage you saw there, damage test, is both these cars are extremely durable, but the Elegy just seems to be that slightly little bit more durable than the Jester. And customization as well. Elegy's got quite a bit of customization over the Jester. We know the Jester's got about 25 options in total, whereas the Elegy's got 32, as you can see there. So that's where the difference is. You see all of these options here with the Elegy. It's a free car as well. Remember, free car costs nothing, and that's where the interesting points come to why they made it that way. But then again, it's a nice thing to have for a lot of people that don't have the money to purchase these sort of cars. Instead, the Elegy's there, but then the Elegy is the best sports car, and that's what I question all the time. But anyway, now the lap time test comes in with the two tracks. First track with flat roads with no bumps, no variables, straight fair. You know, all comes down to the driver. And obviously I tested both these cars out, and the times I got quite interesting actually. With the Elegy, it seems like it's yet again the most superior car in the sports. The Jester can compete to a certain extent, but the thing about the Elegy, it's so consistent that each and every lap time that I got with the Elegy testing was pretty much similar. I was always breaking 125s every single lap, whereas with the Jester, you can only pretty much hit 126s, but you can rarely hit 125s. And obviously the 125 that you see from this footage was that one particular 125, which I never got again. So that's where you see the difference. So you could say the Jester race car version is compatible against the Elegy, but then again, you have to really push it with the Jester race car version to keep up with the Elegy. The thing about the Elegy is so superior, man. If you just get the braking points right, the turning circles are absolutely insane, that you carry so much speed and you're just gonna smack it. Of course, Jester's handling's great because it's predictable, but you're not carrying as much speed as you are with the Elegy. So Elegy is rewarding in a sense if you get the braking point right. Obviously the braking is poor, but it's so consistent every single lap. It's unreal. 125.386 for the Elegy, 125.884 for with the Jester Racecar version. Now, within the city roads, we know how superior the Jester Racecar is on straights, especially if there's bumps and whatnot, which, you know, city roads do consist of potholes and whatnot. And that's where the Jester is so dominant. Jester is actually the quickest on a straight line if you have bumps. It's crazy to say. I'm kind of curious to see straight line tests with bumps with the cars, actually, because the thing about the GTA 5 logic is that it kind of goes against the logic, to be honest. Like, it kind of goes against the sort of real physics as you'd expect, because, you know, the bumps work similar to the curb boosts. You know, if you go over curbs, the car gains extra speed, so even potholes and little bumps give you that extra speed as well, just like a curb boost. Obviously that's not natural, so you're going to get these variables which give you extra speed for some reason that should not be there in the first place. That's just the way the physics and the mechanics work on GTA 5 that you have to deal with in day-to-day basis of racing. But that's fine. You know, there's certain people out there that, you know, want to hunt these bumps down, they hunt these potholes down and these curbs. Let them do that if they want to race and win like that. But then again, it goes against the whole point of taking lines and getting rewarded for optimal lines. But anyway, as you see here, Elegy still dominant in city tracks, and it's quite a bit actually, 0.5 seconds. But here's the thing though, is the Jester Racecar version compatible against the Elegy RH8? I guess you could say yes, because of the efficiency of handling to make sure that you get the braking point right. It's easier than the Elegy. However, the speed carry is not there. But yes, if you're comfortable with the Jester, you can compete with the Elegy. However, if the driver that has perfected the Elegy RH8 is rather difficult. But Jester Racecar comes pretty much the closest to competing against the Elegy. One of the closest sports cars to competing against that, put it that way. So at the end, both these cars have similar ratings. And at the end of the day, both these cars are extremely easy to drive. So you will be more consistent with either one that you prefer, depending on which car you like. And it's really, really efficient as well. The only downside is the Elegy's braking point, but then again, you've got to consider that if you get the braking points right, you will be rewarded with the speed carry with its turning circle. So hopefully you guys have better understanding now between the two. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys soon. Check you. Sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah.